The driver has experienced multiple incremental innovations throughout history. 5 key innovations include long-nose drivers, persimmon drivers, TaylorMade metalwoods, the Callaway Big Bertha, and TaylorMade's adjustable driver. Golf clubs date back to as early as the 15th century. In this time, club heads were created from wood, such as apple, holly, beech, or pear. The long-nosed driver was oddly long and shaped like a hockey stick. This is similar to the putter Adam Sandler used in Happy Gilmore. It wasn't until the 1800s when we saw the next change in the driver head. Golfers began to switch predominantly to persimmon wood due to its increased durability and balance, which provided greater distance while shooting. Persimmon drivers were known to golfers as the precision driver because of all the feel and feedback you would receive from every shot. The head itself was equivalent to only 190 cubic centimeters compared to 460 cubic centimeters today, which meant a smaller sweet spot. The persimmon driver won its last PGA championship at the 1993 Masters with Bernard Langer. Finally, after almost 200 years, it was time for another change. Increases in metalworking technology brought about the next change in the driver head, as metal could now be made lighter than wood. TaylorMade understood that they could capitalize on this change, so they created their first metalwoods in 1979 and named it the Pittsburgh Persimmon, nodding to the high quality and steel it was constructed of. These metalwoods were lighter, longer, easier to hit, and more forgiving than persimmon, and golfers were starting to take notice. TaylorMade's metalwoods broke out of their shell when they won their first PGA championship in 1984 with Lee Trevino. This win was a very important part of driver innovation history, as this opened the door for club heads to become the behemoths they are today. The Callaway Big Bertha was a significant innovation in driver heads, as Callaway was able to make their head 25% larger than any other head on the market. Eli Callaway named the Big Bertha after the World War I German howitzer due to its massive size and power. Not only did Callaway make their club head the largest it could be, they also added more weight around the club head's perimeter, resulting in a thinner, more forgiving club face. As more companies copied the big club head, Callaway stood itself apart by making the Big Bertha larger and larger. With no end in sight, the US Golf Association stepped in and set the head size limit to 460 cubic centimeters. As you were no longer able to compete on the basis of size, club makers had to shift backwards to what made the persimmon driver so popular: the ability to shape your shot. It was now the new millennium, and personalization and technology were changing the world. With the driver head now limited to 460 cubic centimeters by the US Golf Association in 2004, TaylorMade came out with the R7 Quad adjustable driver. This was the first driver to offer movable weight technology, and it gave golfers the ability to instantaneously change the club head's weight. The R7 Quad provided thousands of combinations, all in one club head. The power was now in the golfer's hands to reposition weight in the club head to optimize launch conditions. As we have seen, the driver has gone through numerous continuous incremental innovations throughout history. According to Professor Nathan Gridanis, incremental innovations are almost invisible changes that build on established technologies and are applied to existing markets, thus raising productivity. Now, TaylorMade has come up with another incremental innovation that has raised the productivity of the driver tremendously. Graduated bulge and roll technology, better known as twist face, is changing the way we play by giving us the ability to be as consistent as a robot. But what is bulge and roll? Currently, every driver is curved from heel to toe, called the bulge, while the curve from the top to bottom is called the roll. Bulge compensates for the spin on the ball imparted by off-center hits, while roll affects the loft of a shot depending on where the ball strikes the face. TaylorMade studied shots hit in each quadrant of the driver and determined that bulge and roll could be improved. To accomplish their goals, TaylorMade employs a top-down innovation strategy which is fueled by their strong vision, relentless innovation. Throughout the study, TaylorMade discovered that the most common driver misses result from high toe and low heel impacts. Graduated bulge and roll counteracts the high toe miss by twisting the face open on the toe to help straighten ball flight. To counteract the low heel miss, the face has been twisted closed, which de-lofts and closes the face in the low heel area. According to Brian Basil, Vice President of Product Creation at TaylorMade, Twist Face is a radical departure from traditional driver face design. It's engineered to correct inherent human swing tendencies in real time, giving golfers a tangible competitive advantage. TaylorMade diffuses their new products into the market by getting them into the hands of the pros and incorporating them into the testing process. As CEO David Abel said, "Golf is a very aspirational sport. When we see Dustin Johnson, Jason Day, or Justin Rose hit a shot, we want to hit that shot, and from time to time, we actually do." TaylorMade demonstrates their products with professionals such as Tiger Woods, Rory McIlroy, Dustin Johnson, and Brittany Hogan. I believe this innovation to the driver has the opportunity to be classified as a technological systems innovation in the future as more companies will change to the graduated bulge and roll model. Professor Nathan Gradanis classifies technological systems innovations as innovations that disrupt the established technology but are applied to the existing market. Consistency is king in golf, and to always be competitive, you must always be consistent, which is why numerous professional golfers now exclusively use TaylorMade's Twist Face. To survive in the future, I believe companies will leave bulge and roll and start producing solely graduated bulge and roll drivers.